about the what is alloy. Okay, so as you know, there is a pure metal. Pure metal means there's no such combination or no any foreign materials are present in particular element is known as your pure element. Okay, so what does it mean? If impurity is there, it could be like a alloys. So impurity could be of many kinds. Okay, so what we are desired. So start with the definition. Alloy means the meaning of alloy is substitution formed from the combination of two or more metals. Okay, so how why we are calling it as a impure? Because purity is when they are in its own form. Okay, but if other material foreign materials means what? Impurities are also kind of the elements. Okay, what are the things that is exist in this world all are categorized in the category of the elements or metals, right? Sorry, category of elements. So if other foreign or undesirable parts is coming inside the metal or inside of any material element, that is known as impurity. But that the material that has come inside, that is also in itself is element. Okay, so we talk about the alloy. So keep into mind that what the kind of the foreign elements coming inside the one which is known as which is metal. Keep in mind. So the other material that is coming inside the metal element is a specific thing which is metal. If other non-metal and rest all things coming into that, that is not be categorized in the category of alloys. So alloys must be of elements of two or more of elements. So if two or more elements combine together to make the new kind of element or new substance or solid, that is known as your alloy. Okay, so alloys is just a combination for the metals. Okay, if we are talking about the combination, it means more than two or two, at least two or more than two. Okay, so alloy can also be formed from combination of metals and other elements. The properties exhibited by the alloys are often quite different from the properties of their individual components. Obvious, whatever the property that was basically having with your parent element, that would be compromised or that would be basically altered because the some other elements has come inside the element, inside the metal, inside the element, and that both of them will mix together, and you would have the different properties. And it depends, what the how much amount that you have added in first one, and what the kind of the state that you are basically having. So these all things will decide your properties. Okay, and the best example of like we all are having a sugar water mixture. Okay, most of the time we call as a sharbat, right? So that is a very common example. Okay, as you can think about. Okay, so uh, exhibit quite different. Obvious, an example of an alloy is a red gold, which is produced by the alloying the copper and gold. So gold is the other gold is a pure element, and copper is a pure element. Okay, but when we combine together these two, then we are getting another kind of element which has the different properties of these two. Okay, which is known as your red gold. This is example. Another example of is your white gold. Okay, the example is Babbage. So these all are the examples. So what are the white gold means? The gold and the silver is mixed with them. Okay, so these are the example. If we talk about the Babbage, then Babbage have these three things. Okay, so tin. What is the fraction? What is the fraction by volume? So 90% volume of your tin, and 7% of just antimony, and copper is in just a 3%. So these are the percentage by volume. Okay, so when you mix together and you get the new material which is known as a babbitt. Why we have taken the example of babbitt here? Because babbitt is a good example, good example as a material of alloy that is being used in a journal bearing. So bearing is the most important part of all automobiles, okay, in this world. So the most suitable and desirable alloy which is being used across this is Babbitt. So this is the very a specific material for your journal bearing. And bearing is of many kinds, but what is specified for this particular one, which is journal bearing. Okay, so bearing is of many kinds. Okay, foot bearing, step bearing. Okay, there are many kinds of the bearings in your syllabus. Okay, when we will come to that, then we will discuss it. Okay.